Welcome to the following presentation of the Dozen Trivia Competition by Barstool Sports.
Is it Crime Dog, Fred McGriff?
Jesus, how in the hell?
The Honkers are your champions. Unbelievable.
I don't even know California. Correct. 14-13.
The movie's called Get Fucked.
Hey, Jack. Champions of the Dozen, season 2 of Town Ball. All right, it's the Dozen match 219 overall, match number 5 of season 2, and we have two pretty historically successful teams in the Dozen here today. One debuting a brand new look, the other debuting a brand new member. We'll start out with the higher ranked team, fresh new threads. Final 4 participant from the season 1 Dozen Trivia Tournament. It's Gen XYZ, Large, Vibbs, and Jake Marsh coming off another season where they took down a top-ranked team in the tournament. They made the play-in game. They won the play-in game. They took on number 2 seed Team Minahan, and they took out Team Minahan in the first round. Large, you're looking different this year.
Yeah, the black slimming, I guess you don't want to give me that. So, yeah, we're going with this thing, a little tight. Tell what I had for lunch, but yeah, we're pumped. We're excited to be back.
You asked for 4XL. We got you, I think, a 2X.
Yeah, you didn't have to say that, but yeah, I did. So yeah, we're excited to be back. Excited to see a familiar face across the way from us. Glad that Coley's gone. Fuck him. So it's all good for us today.
Vibbs, Jake, you sandbagged all of last season. You barely made it in, and then you came in and you took down the second best team in the Dozen last year.
It takes us a while to get the ball rolling, figure out what we have. Hopefully this year, after 2 seasons together, we know what we have, and we can just immediately start off hot.
This match presented by Fireball. If you want to rip some Fireball, just say F it and drink some Fireball throughout the match here today.
Folks, sometimes life gets serious. Adult responsibilities build up. They become overwhelming. You need an excuse to let loose, have a little fun. Guess what? Fireball right there for you. When things are stressful, bring Fireball whiskey, and it's going to help you say F it, free your fire, have some fun, and something delicious right on top of that. Fireball takes any event to the next level. Could be, work happy hour, a pregame, watching sports, or, hey, trivia. We did it in Philly, New York, Boston coming up soon as well. Fireball will be there for you then and right now. Fireball's all about flipping the script. It's got that fantastic cinnamon flavor, that fiery cinnamon flavor. It's a crowd pleaser. Gets your night, your days, whatever, started right. Next time you're deciding between adulting and fun, say F it and free your fire with an ice-cold shot of Fireball, a proud sponsor of the live events. The Dozen live events all fall, like I said, coming to New York and Boston in November.
But on my other side, the season 1 champions of the Dozen, it is the big Screamin Honkers with a brand new, very different looking member, Mincy, Robbie Fox, and a rookie in the Dozen, Francis. Francis will get to you in a second. Mince, Robbie, tough. You lost Coley.
Listen, it's tough. It was a tough postseason. I think we knew we wanted to keep the Honkers together. I'm glad we're facing Gen XYZ, some rivals in the first match with the new team. I almost fell asleep during their introductions. Their new outfits, they look fugly, gaudy. The colors, I hate them.
Community
they look
college
horrible.
to Ivy League, is that fair?
Yeah.
Is that nobody else has a fucking problem with this?
I went to
You don't like the
college.
free agent
I
signing?
don't like it. No, I don't like it one bit.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, I think big new era starting, pouring one out for Coley, one of the original OGs, the Dozen, led us as captain of the championship. It's kind of one of those, it's always tough to replace a legend, but hey, we're not upset. Francis, funny dude, Harvard education. I don't see how we could have done better. And thank you to you, Jeff, for letting us keep our team together.
Francis, there's a lot of hype around you.
I'm really excited. This has been something that wasn't here when I used to work here, and has obviously done blossom into this incredible, colorful juggernaut. Listen, I don't want to blend book smarts and academia with stupid knowledge that is only applicable to this. So I fear that the expectations are too high for me. And but we'll see. I don't know.
Knowing
gonna
the
be great.
mascots
He'll
of the
be great.
Rainforest Cafe was something that helped the other day. So I don't know if that is academia.
Yeah, I would
but
never
yes.
eat at a place like that.
Nor would Large also to be.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a lie. Him and I ate at a Rainforest Cafe together. I don't know how I forgot that.
Correct.
Like months ago. Okay.
I would hate to remind them that season 1 semifinals, we beat the crap out of them too. So we got a
we
little
did.
Pretty
history.
handily.
Yeah, we got a little
Yeah.
history.
Coley
with
was a
these
big
guys.
part of that.
Yep.
Fair, very fair. Totally done it.
Mincy, I'm sorry, but I will note the last time you were doing this, you were behind, I think, this desk, and you did give away an answer to Frank, KB, and Nick the Frankettes, and that started an avalanche, and then you guys were bounced from the tournament after. Giovanni Bernard, Greg Little, and
got
TJ
it.
Yates all attended what ACC school?
University of
Let's go University of North Carolina, I guess. Is that what he's about
What
to
else
say?
would it be?
No, I don't know. Greg Little, North
There's nothing.
something.
What else is after?
In the
There's only,
ACC?
it's
Is that
only
the only
North
North?
Carolina, North Carolina.
Unless he's fucking with us.
UNC.
We'll go North Carolina.
Unreal giveaway by Mintz! He gave away a free point! Oh.
That definitely happened, and honestly, I'm still ashamed of it because I didn't know then that was going to be Coley's last match, and everything he gave to our team, you know, that I want to apologize publicly to let him down in that biggest spot, and I apologize to them, but you know what? It's a new season. We are the season 1 champs, and you know, it's kind of one of those things. I made a huge mistake, but at least we won the title season 1, and that helped me sleep at night.
Okay, all right, so many months, you get some redemption today. Here we go. 12 rounds of trivia, 24 questions. You have 3 lifelines. You have the double up. You can double up any category you want. Mincy, you are now the final answer person of this team. You're replacing Coley on that. Oh, or is it Robbie?
Robbie.
Okay,
do it, yeah.
Robbie, you are.
Let's do Robbie.
Double up. You can double up any category you want except for the niche category round, which is in round 10 now this season. You have phone a friend. You can phone anybody you want. One time a match, and your double shot presented by Fireball. You can answer a question 2 times. You must say that before you give your first answer. You cannot pair a doubled up lifeline or the niche category with any of the other lifelines. Francis, if you have any questions throughout, we will walk you through it.
That was quick.
Yeah, you'll
I gotta say that was a little quick for me.
it's a learning curve.
All
It's a
right,
learning curve.
all
Here we
right.
go.
Well, effectively, he's the only one that can lock in an answer for our team.
He just
Yeah,
gives the
yeah.
final
Okay.
answer, but we're a little more lax on a lot of
Debating a
things.
little.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
new rule this year: if somebody is phoned as a phone a friend, they're off the board for the rest of the match. Nobody can phone that person again.
That's a good rule.
Yeah, that is we'll call it the Jack Mac / Ken Jack rule.
Yeah.
Yes. Here we go. XYZ, you are ranked number 9. Honkers, you're ranked number 10. You get the choice this season to go first or second. You chose to go second. Honkers, you're up first every round. First category is Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball. 35 seconds on the clock. Here is your question. With their most recent appearance in 2015, who is the only National League team to never lose in the divisional round?
Most recent appearance, like appearance in the World Series?
They last appeared.
They last appeared in the playoffs
gotcha,
in
gotcha,
2015.
gotcha.
Okay, I'm going through it.
I really, really am missing Coley.
I think I've got the answer to this.
Okay.
I think it's the New York Mets because they hadn't made the playoffs since.
But their most recent appearance.
Yeah, it's since 2015, but they hadn't made it since then. And so when they made it, they made the World Series against the Royals.
They
But
made
they
the
lost-
wild card this year.
Mincy
Does
or
that
Robbie
count?
need an answer in 5,
go
4,
with it.
We'll go with the New York
3,
Mets.
2. Final answer? That is correct.
Okay,
The New York Mets.
well done,
Good
Mincy.
job.
Sorry
Sorry
for
for doubting. Sorry for doubting.
Okay.
No,
1-0
yeah.
Honkers.
That was really good there, Mincy.
I got to step up and score. You know,
1-0. 1-0 Honkers. The Mets obviously not in the playoffs. If you work at Barstool, you're fully aware of that. I know more about the Mets than I know about my family because I work at Barstool Sports. Here we go, other side to make it 1-1. With their most recent appearance in 2016, who's the only American League team to never lose in a divisional round?
All right. Some teams that have long playoff droughts. Not gonna be them.
Want to call
Honest-
Coley?
No, I think it might be Baltimore. Baltimore was good in the mid-2010s, and they've obviously been very bad since. So they definitely haven't made it recently.
yeah.
Rays have been good. Yankees. Or we could double sit, because I have.
Mincy thinks he has it.
I have two decent guesses. I'd be surprised if it wasn't one of them.
Need an answer
Wanna
in.
double sip?
Yeah, let's double
We're gonna
sip.
double
Double
sip.
sip.
Let's double shot.
Let's go with the
Double shot. Double shot presented by Fireball.
Let's
Yeah.
go
First
with
guess.
the Orioles.
You have 10 seconds. You have 10.
I think it's the Blue Jays too. They've been.
They were just recently in it with what's his face, Batista.
Need it in
yeah, but
5,
that was around then.
4,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Three.
We'll go Toronto.
Go with it.
That is correct. Good double shot.
Very good.
Their
Very good.
their lifeline is off the board, but it's used successfully. 1-1.
Thank you, Fireball, for the double shot.
Obviously, the Blue Jays are now in. No, they're not. The Mariners beat them. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Get out of here. No offense to Toronto. We
Mitch,
do
you
like
have
our
that?
Canada fans. Celebrity mashup. So the celebrity mashup screen is kind of small. If you do want to step up to the screen, you can do it. It's going to look ridiculous on camera, but I kind of like that.
That'd be funny.
You're going to see 2 celebrities mashed up in a photo. Name the 2 celebrities in this photo. This is for the Honkers. 35 seconds once the picture gets large. Name the 2 celebrities in this photo.
Daniel Craig.
And is that? I think I've got it.
Wait, who do you think the face is?
I think it's Lily James.
For fuck's sake, I wouldn't even know who that is.
I'm gonna go Daniel Craig, Lily James. Final answer.
That is correct. Daniel
I don't
Craig
even
and
know who
Lily
either of
James.
those people are.
That is correct. 2-1.
Okay.
Tom.
Yeah.
2-1. Other side to make it 2-2.
Well done with Lily James. Jesus.
George Clooney and the girl that was
I wouldn't say it out loud, but it's.
the runaway. It's Spanish name. She's a
yeah, I
Spanish
know what
name.
the fuck's her name. George Clooney and Penelope Cruz.
Yep.
Final answer.
Yep.
Final answer, Jake?
Oh, my final answer. Person?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That is correct. George Cruz. George Cruz.
That is George Cruz.
Penelope
George
Cruz.
Clooney and Penelope Cruz. It is 2-2. We are perfect so far. That's a good start for both these teams. Next category is going to be U.S. history.
You guys want
U.S.
double?
history.
No, you're good.
No, it's
tough
so
against
broad.
Florida.
So broad.
They're not going to double. Here is your question. You have 35 seconds. It's a lot to answer in 35 seconds. This is for the Honkers. Put these 3 events in order. Howard Dean's Scream, the original iPod release, and the execution of Saddam Hussein.
Not that far apart. So
Saddam and the iPod, of course, right?
Howard Dean ran against Bush, and that was in, he got bounced from that, and that was in
04?
2000.
The re-election or no?
2000.
Okay.
So then did the iPod get released
15
after
seconds.
that?
I think we're
I think it
Yes.
did.
Yes.
And then Saddam was the last. So I would go Howard
gladly
Dean,
whispered with him.
iPod release, Saddam Hussein.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Other side.
So they said.
They went in order. They
Yeah,
went in
yeah,
order.
yeah. I think it's iPod release, Howard Dean, execution of Saddam Hussein.
Cool.
What he said.
Final answer? That is correct. Howard Dean ran 04 in the primaries against John Kerry.
John Kerry. Yeah, you're right.
It is 3-2 Gen XYZ, a chance to make it a 2-point lead. A lot of trivia left.
My fault.
No.
I can't find my mouse.
Long season, man.
All right.
At least you didn't answer in the quarterfinals with everything on the line.
North Carolina Tar Heels. I still remember what it was.
Oh, I do too.
Other side. Here we go. Minty can't sleep at night still.
Just hears that.
Hey, still got that
Put these
ring,
3
baby.
events in
Yeah.
order. Arnold Schwarzenegger elected California governor, Hurricane Rita, and Survivor U.S. series premiere.
I thought.
Do you guys know the years of the first 2? I think Survivor was.
I think Survivor's
2000.
won. I think Survivor's won.
I'd go. Yeah,
In
okay.
Schwarzenegger. I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't
Hurricane
remember
Rita.
Rita. Yeah, I don't get.
Do you know what year Schwarzenegger was elected?
No.
No.
Okay, so do you want to go with that? We
Why? Hang on. There's a song by Jadakiss. Why the Terminator have to win the election?
So we'll go Survivor, Schwarzenegger, Rita.
Yep.
Survivor, Schwarzenegger, Rita.
Sorry, say it one more time.
Survivor, Schwarzenegger, Rita.
Final answer. That is correct. 4-2, a double sweep.
Was Richard
Wouldn't
Hatch?
have
Was that
gotten that
2000?
anyway.
Does anyone know what
Yes.
Jadakiss song that was? That'd be great.
Richard Hatch.
Why? Yeah. Fuck. Jadakiss would have got people going in 2001 or whatever.
Music.
Post 9/11 too. Damn.
Music.
A double?
That is
Remember we did
that is
You're good at it.
How hot are you feeling?
first time ever, by the way. Vibs and Large on fire. We get to show the on fire graphic.
He's heating
They're
up.
heating up after 2, 3 in a row. They're on fire. You don't get anything for it. Just kind of cool.
That's awesome.
Like an NBA Jam thing?
Next category. Yeah. Next category is music. Next category. This is for the Honkers. College hoops. 35 seconds to tie it up. In 2014, this Atlantic 10 school made a run to the Elite Eight as an 11 seed, only to get beat by 1 seed Florida.
All right.
Do we want to use our phone a friend? Do you
Nah,
know?
my instincts are good.
But
Okay.
I think I.
No whispering.
Right.
I'm thinking about VCU.
It's not Florida Gulf Coast.
No. It's Atlantic 10. Jake's going to be tough on this.
I know. I don't want Jake to
I
steal
know.
it.
Florida 11, Atlantic 10.
Who could we call that would know this? Reegs? Do you have Reegs' number?
Yeah, let's call
We're
it.
going to call Reegs. Reegs is actually here. Reegs is going to be playing in a match after this.
Is it certain
in a
that
bit.
they'll pick
Make
up?
him walk over.
No.
If they don't pick up, that's it.
FaceTime him, right?
Yeah.
You can call him too. I trust you're not going to cheat right in front of me.
I'm not.
It would be a
Honkers
wild,
ethics have never been questioned.
wild move.
Hey, it's a dozen call. All right, it's college basketball. In 2014, this Atlantic 10 school made a run to the Elite Eight as an 11 seed, only to get beat by
Put it on
number
speaker
one.
now.
Only to get beat by number 1 seed Florida.
Was that LaSalle?
Nah, they lost in the Sweet 16. I remember them, and it definitely in them. I was thinking VCU possibly. Okay, that's it. We'll go with that.
Dayton?
Final answer.
Dayton, final answer.
Thank you.
I think I unplugged my fucking.
I think that's probably
I
right.
think I unplugged my.
He
my-
unplugged it, but I feel good about it. Thank you, Reeves.
Mincy pulls.
I unplugged my dinger. It's not working.
Ding?
So that's
Yeah.
that's correct.
Yeah.
Ding?
Ding! That is
Well done. Good use of the
Thank you.
5 to 3, successful.
VCU
4 to 4. Excuse me. 4 to 4,
VCU made the
successful
Final Fours
lifeline.
in 11, which is why I thought of them.
All right, 4 to 4, other side to regain that 1-point lead. Here's your college hoops question. Gen XYZ. In 2017, this Big East school made a run to the Elite Eight as an 11 seed, only gets stomped by 1 seed Gonzaga.
Oh boy.
Puerto Rico.
Oh, we got an oh boy.
No.
Marquette, yeah, it wasn't Georgetown.
Oh,
Georgetown?
it's Zay. No, they were 1 seed.
Wait, what about?
Okay,
Seton
need
Hall?
something soon.
What? No, they didn't make the Elite Eight.
Jake, I need something in.
No, they didn't.
Gonzaga.
5, 4, Jake. 3, 2,
Xavier.
1. That is correct. 5 to 4.
FSU.
5 to 4.
I knew it.
They did eventually lose to FSU. You are right.
Okay. I was just getting
Yeah, I
scared by
remember
that.
They lost to
They were
FSU.
favored
Yeah.
by
Pulled that
10
one out
and
of
beat
his
Xavier
ass.
by a million. I
Yeah,
remember
they were a
that.
1
guys
seed,
know.
right? They were a 1 seed 1 year.
5 to
job.
4. They were.
Yeah.
Nice job,
Yeah.
Jake.
Or they
That
were
was
2
good.
or 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they were 1 and a 2 and they
Spooky
lost
where
early.
these fucking guys are going with
Creighton's
that.
mother. Creighton's
Yeah,
mother.
I got mixed up
Wisconsin beat them in buzzer beater too. Here we go. 5 to 4. Gen XYZ with a bit of a lead, but remember they lost their double up. Honkers still have it. Next category is movies. Next category is
Do we want to
movies.
double on this? I think we may should. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
You
I don't
think
know.
so?
I don't know.
All right, fuck it. We'll
They're going to double.
We'll double.
They're going to double on movies.
Right.
Doubled up for the Honkers. Here it
I
is.
don't know, dude.
not
I don't know if I'm
stealing
good at anything.
Here it is.
These questions are hard.
The 1990s ended with this sci-fi comedy featuring key roles from Sigourney Weaver and Alan Rickman.
I think it's sci-fi comedy. I immediately thought Dogma, but Sigourney's not in that. Sci-fi comedy, end of the 90s, Alan Rickman.
Sigourney Weaver was in.
Sci-fi and they know it. Sci-fi comedy, key roles.
Where 2 points would be a huge steal.
What was Sigourney in? I can't even think of a sci-fi comedy from the late
Need
90s.
something in.
No.
5,
I would have said
4,
Ghostbusters before that,
3,
but she was in that, right?
2, Robbie.
Yeah, Ghostbusters.
1, other side.
Little
2
Shop of
points.
Horrors.
No, I think it's Galaxy Quest. I don't think it's Little Shop of Horrors. I think it's Galaxy Quest.
Okay.
Who's more
Yeah.
confident?
Oh, Alan Rickman. Yeah. He's
Oh,
Snake.
Galaxy-
Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest.
Yeah.
Final answer?
Yep.
That is 7 to 4 and a 2-point steal. It's Galaxy
Never
Quest.
gotten it, yeah.
No, it's all right. I still think. I
Yeah.
still don't
Great
regret
call.
going movies.
I was thinking
still don't regret
Alan
it.
Rickman. I was thinking
We
of
lost,
Gotta
but
take a
like,
shot. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
You're a big movie.
Double off the board for Honkers. Both teams brick their double, but Gen
why we're a
XYZ
team.
steals the Honkers.
That was
This is to
good.
make it 8 to 4 going into the bonus round. The 2000s began with his mom comedy featuring key roles from Matthew Perry and Michael Clark Duncan.
6 feet under.
I think it might be, if I wanted to make a guess, if you guys had anything else, does anyone have anything?
Isn't he
I'm
like
going to
a-
say something out loud and we might use
Well,
that
he
as
said
us.
something already, so.
What did you say?
6 feet under.
No.
No.
Okay, so yeah.
Isn't
go
he
there
like?
if you want.
Isn't Matthew Perry like a dentist?
Yeah, I believe it's the whole 9 yards.
Yeah. Okay. Is that where he's the dentist?
yeah, I
Yeah.
believe
Yeah.
so.
That's it. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Final
Yeah,
answer? That is correct, the whole 9 yards, 8-4. Big lead for XYZ going in
Yeah.
to the bonus
There's a
round.
number.
Holy shit. No, we'll keep this in. The new bonus round format coming up here in a second.
Get our boards.
Time to make the donuts.
All right, Showdown bonus round. Here we go. The matchups. Mintz versus Jake. Vibs versus Robbie. Francis versus Large. For 2 points, XYZ, you can get put in a great spot here. Honkers, you need this to claw back. First question.
Glad this isn't ping pong.
Here's. You're not bad at ping pong.
This is
I know, but Jake's
college
freaking
baseball.
best in the office.
Year Taco Bell was founded. The year Taco Bell was founded. Mintz versus Jake. You have 15 seconds. Right, nice and big. You guys give your answers? All right, Mincy, reveal your answer.
I went with 1981.
1981. Jake, reveal your answer.
1964.
1964, the correct answer. 1962. That point goes to Gen XYZ. They're up 1-0. Best of 5.
Savior.
We won
Robbie
that.
versus Vibs.
Jake loves his Taco Bell.
Robbie versus
I'm
Vibs.
friends with the Tuies. I should have known that.
Career regular season 3-pointers by Meta World Peace.
Oh.
Career regular season 3-pointers by. Remember, these are completely randomized. That's why Frank got Big Mac. Got a Big Mac question and a baseball
And no one's
question.
allowed to
You
talk
just
to
don't
him
know.
about it.
Nope.
He was Ron Artest for the Pacers.
He went to my high school.
You need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2,
This is way too many.
1. Vibs, reveal. 1,00021.
I went
Robbie.
536.
Correct answer. 1,154. 2-0.
For sure. You were.
I would never have thought that
Here we go.
2003.
I would never have thought.
And Vibs knows.
Here we go. Honkers, you need this to stay alive. You need this to stay alive. Or it's going to be 10-4.
I don't
Francis
want to live
versus
anymore.
Large. Money made at the worldwide box office by Parasite. Money made at the worldwide box office by Parasite.
Keep in mind it has captions, so I did not go see it.
Duly noted.
That's one less person.
Reveal your answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Large, 500 million.
I said 850
Francis,
million.
850 million. Correct answer. 253 million.
Yes.
Gen XYZ in a sweep gets 2 points. The Honkers are down 6
Hell yeah.
points after the bonus round.
Wow.
Massive swing after movies, and now we have 6 rounds left. Unlike the tournament, this won't end early because points scored in regular season matches is key to you getting into the tournament. Here we go. Honkers, you got to go on a tear here. Next category is college football. College football.
We should have saved the double.
Mincy wish you did. Way to save the double.
Always round 7?
Not always.
Robbie in movies, I trust though. I mean, I don't.
Here we go. Damn, he's pinning it on Robbie already.
No, I'm saying I trust him.
Here we go.
I said I trust him. I don't stand by. I don't know.
For the Honkers, in 2013, Sammy Watkins and his future Steelers 4th-round pick, wide receiver, totaled over 2,000 yards receiving for the University of Clemson. Who is it?
Martavis Bryant, final answer.
Final answer.
That is correct, 10-5. Wish you would have doubled that. Let's go. That would have been a big double.
Try to steal one here.
Vincey's locked in, other side to make it 11-5.
Foot on their throats, bash them in the head with a hammer. Let's go.
In 2011, Keenan Allen, this
Christ.
future Bengals 5th-round pick wide receiver, totaled over 2,000 yards receiving for the University of California.
I have no clue.
Yeah,
I'm trying
yeah.
to think of-
35
California
seconds.
means nothing to me. It's just Bengals receivers that I'm trying to think of, like
Yeah,
TJ Hushmanzada, but I feel like he was way before that.
Yeah, I think it was 2011.
You want to call somebody?
He could call somebody.
Who would you call?
Can we call our friend right here? Or no?
Of course you can.
He's a Bengals fan.
No. Yeah, he
the only
knows
Bengals
the
fan?
answers to the questions.
Yeah, I feel like
Our Bengals fan here.
He's
Yeah,
the
that's
only
fair.
Bengals fan in the office.
Gooch, our producer's a Bengals fan, but he
Yeah.
knows the answers. He's looking at them right now.
Who's the wide receiver for
I
Cal?
have no clue.
In 2011, Cal.
Still up 5. Don't have to use it, but I need something in 5, 4,
Put his
3,
name, TJ.
Two.
Schmanzada.
other side for a steal to make it 10-6. This could be big, Mincy.
I don't know it though.
After Chad Ochocinco.
Yeah, no, he was Oregon State. I mean, the only guy that I think of from Cal is freaking Deshaun Jackson. It ain't him. He was a freaking Eagle. It's 100% not him. Keenan Allen's good.
Need something in 5, 4,
I literally don't know.
3. Don't know it.
I don't know.
Correct answer is Marvin Jones. Marvin
I would've
Jones,
gotten that.
but
I remember
you
him
make
for the
up ground.
Bengals. I should have guessed somebody for the Bengals.
10 to
but
5.
I
Next
wouldn't-
category
I
is
wouldn't
chain
know.
restaurants. Chain restaurants. Chain restaurants. This is for the Honkers. This is for the Honkers. This Chick-fil-A signature sauce is known as their alternative to sweet and sour sauce, except with a more liquid
I
consistency.
think I know that.
Oh, yeah?
I think it's Polynesian sauce.
I definitely don't know it.
Francis doesn't know.
I would trust you if that came to mind that quick.
Body's a
I mean, it's
fucking
just like more liquid. Yeah, but it's still sweet and sour. Yeah, I'd go with that.
All right, we'll go Polynesian sauce.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Okay, it's 10-6. 10-6.
All right now.
Mince has got something going. It's got to be 3 in a row.
Hey, even if
Be
we
on
lose,
fire.
it's
So
points.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mince has got a little something going. Okay, other side to make it 11-6.
The Southern has to know Chick-fil-A. Come on.
This Arby's signature sauce is known for its creamy texture, mayonnaise-like consistency, and spicy kick.
Horsey sauce. Final answer.
Final, Jake. Okay. 11-6. 11-6. They keep that 5-point lead. Francis is dying. Francis, welcome to the world of the show.
Oh my God. Amazing.
Next category, round 9, NBA.
NBA.
NBA. This is for the Honkers. For the
I got to
Honkers.
sack up on this. No Coley. Carried it.
Rasheed Wallace was an all-star with 2 different franchises, the Pistons and what Western
Oh, I know.
Conference team?
Oh, yeah?
I do. Yeah, Trailblazers.
Yeah, it's Portland.
Yeah.
Trailblazers. Final answer.
There you go, Francis. That is correct. 11-7.
Hey,
11-7.
Yeah.
We're like, God.
We're zipping through this now. Other side, they're still within 4. They're within 4, and I think there's 9 points left. There's
We need
9
a
points
massive
left.
steal pretty bad.
Chauncey Billups was an all-star with 2 different franchises, the Pistons and what Western
Nuggets.
Conference
It's the
team.
only other team I know he was on.
Yeah.
I don't have any other guess. I could be wrong, but
Is that his
it's the
first
first
team?
thing that comes to
Is
mind.
that his first team, right?
I don't know which one he was on first, but pretty sure he was on the Nuggets.
I'd say you go with
The
that.
Denver
All right.
Nuggets.
Nuggets.
Final answer.
Final answer. That is correct. Denver Nuggets. It's 12-7, 5-point advantage.
Dip nuggets.
Once again.
Horsey sauce.
Yeah, horsey sauce for
No,
sure.
yeah, no good theme there. Chick-fil-A and Billups.
That's I know, yeah.
I'm sure that's exactly what you're thinking.
Niche category time. The niche category is picked today.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
For the Honkers, grammar. Francis, grammar.
Why did we honor me with this, by the way? Why
Because you're the new guy. This is like, here we
XYZ
go.
went with Richard Nixon, which they did
something.
not get in the tournament. Grammar versus Richard Nixon. There's academia.
You got to choose? Oh.
For 2 points. For 2 points.
All right, fuck
You
me.
definitely are going to need this. Here we go for the Honkers. A word or phrase used without lexical meaning in what might otherwise be an unwanted pause in an utterance or conversation.
Jesus Christ.
Like, is that what they mean?
Jesus, it's hot.
Or phrase used without lexical meaning in what might otherwise be an unwanted pause. It's like a space filler. Man. You might call it an apostrophe. I guess.
Could it be a tilde?
A what?
Never mind, don't.
That doesn't sound wrong to me.
I mean, it's,
Mincy's fluent in Spanish.
no, that's Spanish.
Pause for clarification on this. We're not looking for a word or phrase. This is like something in grammar. I just want to be clear about
Yeah.
that. We're not looking for a word or phrase. This is something that is.
That's a Spanish.
Yeah,
This is a type of grammar or vocab thing. It's like a definition of something.
Okay.
I just need to be clear
I
because
don't
that might
know.
be confusing.
I'm wrong.
Like space filler? Is that?
It would be it would be like, it would
Yeah.
be all of those
Need
words.
something.
Uh,
5, 4,
Space filler?
3,
fuck me.
2.
Parent-
Robbie.
Parenthetical?
Parenthetical.
No.
Parenthetical?
Final answer.
Final answer.
Other side. If you steal this,
You know?
you do win.
I remember a word I learned in Com 101, which was like a grammar class at Newhouse. It was a positive. I don't even know if that has anything to do with this, but I just remember it being a grammatical term.
Say it.
I don't know.
I forget what
What's
it
it
is.
called?
5.
Phone?
A positive.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Portmanteau.
Filler.
Filler?
I said
I said
would
space
space
filler.
filler have worked?
Yeah, I don't know why you guys didn't answer it. That was very wild.
Damn.
That was
I was thinking- I thought that would be
Francis's
too
first
simple.
ever overthink on the dozen. It was right there.
Yeah.
That just didn't. I've never heard of that as like a defined grammatical
Yeah, me
term.
neither.
But your instincts were right. Don't be so fucking. You were-
Always go with your
you were-
instincts on this show.
Yeah.
12-7. If you get this, it's over.
Yeah, I told you I was
Actually,
gonna.
if you get this, if you don't get it and they don't get it, it's also over.
Yeah, I told you I was gonna read a book
We're
on Richard
dorming.
Nixon before this game, and I
Essentially.
did not. I did not touch that.
Here we go. Richard Nixon.
You never know.
Redemption on Nixon for the win.
There, too.
Facing public scrutiny, Nixon's famous Checkers speech affirmed his status as Eisenhower's VP, along with his family
Dog,
receiving
final
what gift?
answer.
Yeah?
Yeah, the dog. Final
Yeah,
answer.
Checkers is the name of the dog.
Yeah.
Dog, final answer.
That is the win for Gen XYZ, 14-7.
Nice job,
Let's
guys.
rip
We're gonna
through
get
the
more
last
points.
two categories. You
Let's get
need
these
points.
We need points. We got to keep it ranking.
Next category is NFL. In 2003, the Chiefs opened the season.
I know it. That's Trent Green. Final answer.
Final answer.
That is correct. 14-8.
Brad.
Other
Nice.
side.
Nice mints.
In 2008, the Titans opened the season a
know
shocking
this too.
10-0 with what veteran QB as their starter?
I don't think it's. I don't think it's
Kerry
Steve McNair.
Collins?
Kerry Collins. Yeah.
It's all right, man. This game's over.
15-8.
Points. We got to keep it ranking.
Finally, TV. Spirit of the competition. Finally, TV. This is for the Honkers. While the name alters throughout the series, what is the core name of the company they build on Silicon Valley starting in season 1?
Pied Piper.
Yeah, that's right.
Final answer.
That is correct.
we get a 10,
14-9. Final question. This is for XYZ. While the name alters throughout the series, what is the core name of the ad agency they work at in Mad Men starting in season 1?
Sterling and Cooper. Sterling Cooper.
Never watched it.
Sterling Cooper.
Sterling Cooper.
16-9, final score. That is correct. A big 16 spot. Most points scored so far this season.
We weren't winning
69.
anyway.
7-point difference, but I will say, missed your niche, missed the bonus round, lost your double question. That ended up being the difference. That's 8 points, or 6 points right there. That was a difference. Thoughts, Francis? You're first. You go through the ringer the first time.
Yeah, this is hard. I never had a lot of confidence in myself, so I'm glad I didn't come in here fucking guns blazing because I hurt our team.
Will
We're
grammar
a second
stay?
half team.
Will grammar stay as a niche?
No, I don't think I don't deserve any sort of.
Well, I did sit down with
reliance
friends.
at
We
all.
tried to figure out what worked best, and it
For
was
some reason, I also thought the niche question would go to them. That I chose for them. Like, what
They
would
would have
I
to do
know
that.
that they wouldn't, and how can we punish them?
That hurt to watch you say space filler 5 times. I was like, they're not going to end up guessing this.
Yeah.
You
We
only missed,
screwed
you went
up all
9
our
for 12. You
bonuses.
just missed 2 that were
We
worth
just
4
missed all
points.
our
Three questions.
Yeah.
Other side, you only missed 2 questions, 10 for 12. That's a good debut. You got off to a tough start last year. You had a couple really close losses. That's feel good.
I don't think I got a question
We
right
went
like my
9 for
first
12.
3 matches last year.
Yeah, Jake went 0 for the first 3 matches last year, so that is true.
Jake had a rough season, but he's back. He's bouncing back. I've seen him in the gym. Every day when I show up to the gym, he's there reading.
Just
Trivia.
reading his.
Reading the back of cereal boxes, anything.
I've been doing the crossword. I thought that would help. It hasn't.
That's what our next match, Rudy. Our next match, Rudy, who won Rookie of the Year last year, has claimed that his daily crosswords will make him better at this game. I don't know.
I don't know. It's all so punny and New York Timesy. It's not like who won the Big Ten.
There's a lot of TV guys.
Thank you to Fireball. Make sure to get some Fireball. Rip a Fireball shot for the next dozen matchup. Put it on the rocks too, man.
F it.
F it. Fireball. Thank you for watching. The next match you'll see will be your mom, KFC, Rudy, and Jack McCarthy taking on a new team, the family. Reegs on his 3rd dozen team ever. Ridiculous. John Rich, rookie, and John Feidelberg from the old Villains Nightmare. He has a new team. That's the next match you'll see. See you then.